Hey everyone, welcome back to Future Wheels, the channel where we dive deep into the latest, greatest, and most talked about cars in the world. Today, we're looking at one of the most iconic sports cars ever made, the Mazda MX-5 Miata, a car that has captured the hearts of driving enthusiasts for over 3 decades. Lightweight, simple, and unbelievably fun, the Miata has been the definition of pure driving pleasure. And in this review, we're going to explore everything from its exterior design and interior details, to how it performs on the road, the technology behind it, and of course, the price and value you get for your money. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's take the Mazda MX-5 Miata for a spin. Moving to the side, the proportions are textbook perfect for a rear-wheel drive roadster. The long hood, short rear deck, and low stance create that timeless silhouette that harks back to classic British roadsters. But with a modern Japanese twist, the sculpted body lines flow effortlessly from the headlights toward the rear fenders, giving it a sense of motion even at a standstill. The MX-5 sits low to the ground, with a curb weight under 2,400 pounds, which is crazy in today's world of heavy cars. The wheels are available in 16 or 17-inch options depending on the trim. Fill the arches perfectly, and the stance just looks ready to dance through corners. The soft top roof folds down manually in seconds. No motors or complicated mechanisms, just a simple flick of the wrist, and you're open to the wind and sky. Around the back, the MX-5 keeps things compact and minimalistic. The taillights are beautifully round with a distinct LED ring that makes them instantly recognizable, day or night. The rear bumper is tight and sculpted, with a small diffuser-like design element that adds a sporty touch. Twin chrome exhaust tips peek out from the right side, reminding you that this is a car meant for driving, not posing. The subtle lip spoiler on the trunk gives it just enough attitude without being over the top. Everything about the exterior design speaks to Mazda's philosophy, and no unnecessary weight, no exaggerated details, just harmony between form and function. Now let's step inside. The Miata's interior is small, there's no denying that, but it's focused and beautifully executed. The cabin feels intimate, like you're wearing the car rather than sitting in it. Once you drop down into the driver's seat, everything falls naturally into place. The steering wheel, the gear shifter, the pedals, they're all perfectly positioned for an engaging driving experience. The seats are low-slung, supportive, and wrapped in high-quality materials, whether it's cloth in the base trim or leather and Alcantara in the higher trims like the Grand Touring or the Club. The steering wheel is wrapped in soft leather, small in diameter, and gives a tactile connection to the road. Mazda's interior design is refreshingly minimalistic. The dashboard layout is clean, with a simple analog tachometer front and center, exactly where it should be in a driver's car. The infotainment screen sits on top of the dash, controlled via a rotary knob on the center console, which feels intuitive once you get used to it. The system includes Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so connectivity is not an issue. The materials throughout the cabin are surprisingly premium for a car in this price range. Soft touch plastics, metal accents, and tight panel gaps that show Mazda's attention to detail. Despite its small size, storage is cleverly managed. There's a small glove box between the seats, a few cup holders, and enough trunk space to fit a couple of weekend bags, just enough for what the car is designed to do. Now, the part that makes the Miata truly special: how it drives. Under the hood, you'll find a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that produces around 181 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. That may not sound like a lot, but when the car weighs less than most compact hatchbacks, that's more than enough to make it come alive. Power is sent to the rear wheels through either a slick 6-speed manual transmission, the enthusiast's choice, or a smooth 6-speed automatic. The manual gearbox is one of the best in the business. Short throws, crisp engagement, and a perfectly weighted clutch make every gear change feel mechanical and satisfying. It's the kind of gearbox that makes you want to drive, even if you have nowhere to go. Acceleration is quick, not blistering, but what matters more is the way the Miata delivers it. The throttle response is sharp, and the engine loves to rev all the way to its 7,500 revolutions per minute redline. It's got that old school charm, no turbo lag, no artificial sound, just pure mechanical harmony. The steering is light yet precise, offering excellent feedback. Every tiny movement translates into immediate response, and that gives the driver absolute confidence through corners. The suspension is tuned beautifully, firm enough for sporty driving but still compliant enough for daily use. On twisty roads, the Miata feels like it's dancing from one corner to the next. There's just the right amount of body roll to make it communicative, but it never feels unstable or twitchy. Mazda's engineers have mastered the balance between ride and handling. The 50 hours 50 minutes weight distribution and low center of gravity give the MX-5 that classic sports car feel. It's not about outright power, it's about precision, connection, and rhythm. The Miata feels alive in your hands, reminding you why driving can still be something pure and joyful. Even in city traffic, it feels light and nimble, darting through gaps with ease. And when you're cruising with the top down, the wind in your hair, and the engine humming along, it's hard not to smile. In terms of safety and technology, Mazda has kept things simple but modern. You get advanced driver assistance features like lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and adaptive headlights. The sound system, especially in higher trims with the Bose setup, is excellent, with speakers even built into the headrests, so you can hear your music clearly even when the top is down. It's little details like these that show Mazda's commitment to making the Miata not just a sports car, but a usable, everyday companion. Now, let's talk about pricing. The MX-5 Miata starts around $29,000 for the base sport trim, moving up to around $33,000 for the club trim, and topping out around $35,000 to $37,000 for the fully loaded Grand Touring version. The RF, retractable fastback, version, with its power folding hardtop, adds a few $1,000s more, starting around $36,000. When you consider what you're getting, a hand-built feeling, rear-wheel drive sports car with timeless looks and world-class handling, that's outstanding value. There are faster cars for the money, sure, but none that deliver this level of pure, unfiltered driving enjoyment. The Miata isn't about numbers or lap times, it's about feeling. Over the years, Mazda has resisted the temptation to overcomplicate the Miata. It has stayed true to its original mission, to make driving fun, affordable, and accessible. In an era where cars are becoming heavier, more digital, and often detached, the Miata stands as a reminder of what matters most: a connection between driver, car, and road. Whether you're carving through mountain switchbacks, enjoying a sunset drive along the coast, or simply commuting to work, the Miata makes every journey special. And that's really the magic of the MX-5. It's not the most powerful, it's not the fastest, but it makes you feel something every single time you drive it. It's a car that doesn't need to prove itself because it already has. For over 30 years, generations of enthusiasts around the world have fallen in love with the Miata because it delivers something few cars can: pure, uncomplicated joy. The Mazda MX-5 Miata is a masterpiece of balance, design, and emotion. It's proof that less really can be more. For those who love driving for the sake of driving, there's simply nothing else like it on the market today. Whether you're new to sports cars or a seasoned enthusiast, the Miata reminds you why you fell in love with cars in the first place. Thanks for watching this detailed review of the Mazda MX-5 Miata here on Future Wheels. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth car reviews, and let us know in the comments, would you take the Miata over something like the Toyota GR86 or maybe even the BMW Z4? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep your wheels turning, your hands on the wheel, and your passion for cars alive. This is Future Wheels, signing off.